Now, the Madlanga Commission, which is tasked with investigating allegations of criminality, political interference and corruption in the criminal justice system, will continue its public hearings with the evidence of IDAC State Advocate Drushantha Ramsamy. Ramsamy began her evidence last week with serious allegations against former IDAC Head, Advocate Andrea Johnson, which prompted the probe to issue a fresh Rule 3 notice to Johnson to answer to the latest developments. Ramsamy testified, among other things, that Johnson told many untruths. The original Section 27 referral affidavit of MP Fadiel Adams included the political killings task team, and that Johnson, together with suspended Chief IDAC investigator Perumal, allegedly used IDAC's powerful tools to target high-ranking generals, such as crime intelligence boss Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo and General Fannie Masemola. Now, let's get the latest from our SABC News reporter Canny Maphanga, who's been on that story for us. Canny, good morning.
Indeed. Good morning to you, Leanne, and to the viewers at home. Well, while Advocate Andrea Johnson, that is the former IDAC head, may have closed the chapter on her 3 decades of service in the NPA, her troubles certainly continue after the evidence of these particular subordinates, that is Ramsamy and, of course, Rapesu, have given evidence that does not reflect well on Johnson, her leadership, and the activities of IDAC, particularly when it was investigating matters of crime intelligence and the South African police services. At the very least, what these two witnesses have done so far with this evidence is that they've dismantled this assertion by Johnson that these investigations were geared towards legitimate investigations of corruption that were within IDAC's mandate. Not only did it fall out of IDAC's mandate, but it now leads the Commission into the realm of alleged sinister motives. And to establish that particular question or that evidence, the Commission now has to look further beyond this particular evidence and also turn to, I guess, the history of Advocate Andrea Johnson. And that is something that was done to a great extent last week, where it was shown that Major General Faraz Khan and Johnson were quite close, and they were in close proximity, would do favors for one another, called each other gorgeous, dearest. And I think that information is going to be quite relevant when the Commission tries to establish the alleged hidden hand or the alleged motivation behind the conduct of IDAC, where you see them pursuing investigations off a Section 27 referral affidavit that actually didn't meet the grounds of a Section 27 referral. And then on top of that, it didn't have the kind of substantiation that would warrant you to move on with an authorization. So the question is, why did Johnson authorize these investigations to the extent that she did, and to what end? These two witnesses, that is Rapesu and Ramsamy, allege that this was all done in order to allegedly target high-ranking generals such as crime intelligence boss Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo and, of course, top cop General Fannie Masemola. It's up to the Commission now as to whether or not they can close the gap in this particular evidence and link the alleged sinister motive with an alleged figure who may have been driving this kind of prosecution. All that and more at 9:30 a.m.